Ozzy Osbourne's old band. Damn it, I can't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Black
what I'm
Sabbath. That's
about.
the one. Yeah.
Execration's turn to ban.
Now okay. Let's think. So there's Dumayo. There was Sand King Lashrak. What do you call that? Double stun? That seems dumb. That's dumb. Let's think of something else.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
All right, this is a bad idea. We shouldn't do
Yeah.
this. Let's just forget about it. We're clearly not intelligent enough to make any of these cool names up, so...
Not yet, at least.
No. By the way, if you're just joining us as you were watching the Super Major all night, hello! Welcome into the MPGL Championships. And I hope you're all doing well. And how's your internet issue, Brax? How's the dog doing? Did you fix it? You fix it?
Everything looks A-okay.
Good.
Wonderful.
I really hope you fix that situation. You got to buy Riley a chew toy or two, a new one.
Oh, yeah. She does things with those. She buries them.
That's, God. Oh, man. That's tilting, actually, to have a dog like that.
She's not allowed to bring them outside, but she does.
Oh, man. She really is the alpha. You've been screwed over, bud.
Oh, I know. This is her house, and I just happen to live in it.
What type of dog is it?
Husky.
Oh, that's cool. I like huskies. I wish I had a husky. They're very, very cool. Very cool dogs.
They're very loud.
That's true. I could hear. I know that for the fact that I could hear her from your microphone numerous times. So
I also use push to talk.
That's even more impressive. But anyway,
Murata, huh?
That's right.
This hero has been rising in popularity, even in the Super Major. We've seen lots of mid Muratas, off-lane Muratas too. Mind Control played today.
Yes. That guy is crazy.
Damage.
Mind Control actually just plays everything, to be honest. It's insane.
Yep.
But Mirana, I think she's a lot better. The reason because she's really good right now. Of course, the leap attack speed, very strong for a good reason. I think early game, she actually can do damage with Starstorm. Moonlight Shadow is an insane ability now, whereas it used to be garbage. It's actually pretty good. And also, level 25 Moonlight Shadow is broken because it's literally like 100% uptime. So, yeah.
Yes. Like, even if you have detection, you still can't see these heroes in the back during daytime, meaning these blink initiators are just hidden. It's basically a smoke.
Yeah.
It makes it incredibly difficult to play these fights. And then you end up having to, having detection late game is one of the hardest things. Because if you have a dust on a support hero, you're dying every time, you know? It's super difficult to play around.
Yeah.
But Aggressive Slayer pick up the Zeus. This guy gives you some true sight.
It's helpful, but you don't want to be using the Zeus ult primarily to scout things out usually, towards the end of the game especially. I guess it's fine every so often, but if you're using a Zeus ult, when you're about to fight, it's probably not the best idea usually. But I guess you have Lightning Bolt, which does give you the vision without having to use your Zeus ult, which is nice. But it's another issue. It's like we talked about in our first game of the day. It's a scaling issue. Zeus, he's really good early game. He can own, but then you get BKBs on the Murano, whoever's a core, and then the game gets a lot harder for you.
Yep, he goes through this weird phase where early game he's strong, mid game he's pretty weak against BKBs, especially against carriers like Gyrocopter, who pretty much rush the BKB.
Yep.
But then late game, when the BKBs run out, then he's super strong again. But Underlord, okay, this guy's probably going to build a pipe.
Yes, exactly. And that's another issue that the Zeus has, and why he's not picked up as much is because Pipe is like one of the most popular items in the offlane right now. It's like Pipe and Crimson Guard. Mech is kind of making a comeback with Guardian Greaves on certain heroes. But it's pretty much those three items. Pipe, Guardian Greaves, and Mech. There are a few others, like if you're initiating hero like an Axe, you go Blink, obviously. But you obviously you usually still build Vanguard into Crimson Guard anyway at some point, so.
Yeah, what's it going to be? Also, the nice thing about Mirana is she can go to any lane. She can be played in the off lane, safe lane, even the mid lane. And up against Zeus, Mirana actually has damage to last hit against Zeus. That is, of course, assuming Zeus is a mid hero. It could be a support Zeus. We never know. Luna's picked up. Okay.
Yes. This is, I think, I like Luna a lot right now. I think she's in a really good spot. She can farm really well. And when she does get farmed, she is really hard to fight into. Although I do think Braun is actually kind of good against Luna in certain circumstances.
Yep, if you can get items. The big thing about Luna is this hero is extremely fast when it comes to farming. She has a lot of move speed. She clears through the camps really quickly with the glaives. And it's a hero that farms basically dependent on how much of the map you control, where she can farm safely. Because once the map's opened up, then she can just go anywhere. She can farm Ancients from a super early level.
Yep.
But to do that, you have to gain map control. You have to take tier 1 towers. Zeus, Doom, these heroes do not really deal building damage, meaning you need a gigantic rotation to take tier 1s.
Yes. You know, Luna can do some building damage even early into the game, but you're right, it's kind of tricky. We saw that map control you were talking about. We saw that in Game 1 of the EVO series where they literally just took down buildings very quickly, and then they just gave her all the map control in the world. She farmed pretty much every camp in the game aggressively. Both jungles, all 3 lanes, essentially. It's you know, if you get to that good start for Luna, she can farm very quickly and just take over the game, essentially. But anyway, they do have ways of dealing with her. She's going to have to fight into an Undying early. Underlord is very tanky. Wind Ranger, of course, with good lockdown against the Luna with Shackle Shot.
Oh my mod, I came up with the perfect name for the Underlord Undying lane.
What is it?
Undies.
Oh my, perfect. I don't know. You know what? It's fine. It's great. Undies. That's what we're going to call it from now on. Undying and Underlord together, Undies. But are the...
I don't think the lane together.
That's what I was going to say. They're not going to lane together. That's the issue.
Yep.
Damn it. You came up with this great name, and it's not going to happen.
Maybe it'll happen one day. And when it does, I'll be there.
Yeah. Someday. We'll get a good lane combination. Maybe it will be this game. Probably not, but you never know. Underlord and 9 would be interesting. I guess Wind Ranger Mirana seems okay, but...
I'm assuming it's going to be Wind Ranger Underlord.
Yeah, probably.
Mirana might be mid or safe. We don't really know yet. You know, range heroes are fantastic against Doom. It's very hard for him to close the gap without a hero like Io to speed him up to get in.
Yeah, he eventually gets the Scorch move speed talent, usually. I think that's what Jenkins was telling me. That's what people usually go for in the Doom now at the level 10 talent instead of the heal and damage one, which is nice. So that kind of helps, but you're right. Like, and that's why he gets like Blinks and Shadow Blades on this hero usually, because getting close to
you gotta get
like
in
this,
there.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty important.
So we'll see if the Zeus is actually core support. I'm assuming it's okay. It is support. Mid Dragon Knight. There we go.
Okay, well, that helps them take buildings down, getting advantage in terms of the laning phase for the Luna, actually getting map control. DK will certainly help with that, and it's a support Zeus, which is good because it gives you the vision that you really needed against this Mirana. It also gives you, obviously not as much damage as you would have had with the core Zeus, but still pretty decent damage.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. Support Zeus is weird. I don't know how to feel about it.
I like the DK pick. I think it complements Aggressive Slayer's lineups very nicely. It's exactly what they need, but it is still hard to push into... It's just hard in general to fight into Underlord, Undying, and Mirana. Like, these heroes are all super strong at fighting early into the game.
The Undies plus Mirana.
The Undies, yep.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. Especially...
Mirana wearing the Undies.
Yeah. Especially with somebody like Carl playing Mirana, or whoever it is, Nando. They're pretty highly skilled, so... They should have a pretty good... I mean, Execration, like, they just crushed that last game. I wish that Meepo picked it more for them. I'm really sad that it didn't. That Meepo got absolutely freaking destroyed.
Yep. Got annihilated.
Yeah, it's really sad to see it, too. You see Meepo, you get to see Meepo once every 5,000... Well, not 5,000. That's obviously a lot. But once every, 100 games or so. And he doesn't have a great time. And you think, well, this hero is just not very good. And I'm not sure that's true, to be honest. I don't know how often it gets... How many Meepos do you play against in pubs usually?
Very little.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You may now select
so it's hard. When somebody says a hero is not good, what does that mean? Does that mean this hero is just not good in its right situation? Or there aren't that many situations where this hero is good? Or is this hero just weak overall? What is your definition of it?
When I say not good, I generally mean it in the third way. Because if I think a hero is not good in a certain situation, I'll say it. I'll be like, okay, well, I don't think this hero is very good in this current draft. Whereas if I think the hero is not good, I'll just be like, yeah, this hero is bad.
Okay. Because most heroes have their unique situation where they're good, right? Like Ursa is not a hero you'd pick every game, but in a certain specific game, he might be good. He might be the best hero to fulfill that role. This is hypothetical. I'm not saying this is how the hero works, but that's the idea, right?
Wait, what? Say that again. Sorry.
All right, never mind.
Okay, I was. Oh man, now I feel bad.
Heroes have specific situations where they are the best possible pick for that outcome, right?
Yes.
Like Ursa, what is his thing? He does Roche very early into the game, and he's a strong laner against melees. Monkey King also strong laner, but he doesn't do Roche. But he's a bit better in team fights, but he's not as tanky. You see what I mean? Like they all have their certain
situations, yeah.
Yes, where they're actually good.
And for a lot of the heroes, it's just that the situations don't ever arise in the current meta of Dota, you know? Like, where...
Exactly.
Like, that's why I think Legion is one of those heroes where he's usually pretty good against, like, just surviving against the tri-lane and just getting a solo off-lane kind of lane. But then you have to kind of... I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of rambling now, so...
Right. Like, Legion's strong at, like, fighting and surviving the offlane, but currently, if you can't actually fight them, then it's not enough to just sit there and sap experience.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really fit Legion.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll find out how this game's going to progress. We haven't had any issues with pauses, which is pretty unusual for a tournament in Southeast Asia where everybody crashes and disconnects and there's internet issues.
Internet's not the strongest.
No, definitely not. You know, I mean, we had a team forfeit because their internet was just garbage. Poor Australians, man. Can you imagine? You're playing on like 200 ping to every freaking server you play to, and then like you're also just in Australia, so your internet is just generally garbage anyways. Can you like imagine that? It's pretty sad stuff.
That would suck.
It does suck. You know, at least we have somewhat reliable internet here in America, even if it's, you know, run by greedy ISPs that are awful and corrupting the world and making me sad.
Yeah, gotta go to Europe.
Yeah.
That's where it's great.
Yeah. And then you won't leave. Then you'll be cold though everywhere in Europe. There's no place as warm as Arizona in Europe, sadly. Although I don't know if you actually like that or not. I'm not sure if you like the weather in Phoenix, to be honest.
It's nice.
Okay.
It is, you know, it gets 110, 120 in the summertime.
Yeah, but the good news is it's not ever humid. Think about it.
Yes, that's true.
No humidity. It is so much different than living in Florida, where it's like 100% humidity every day of the week, and it's also like 90 degrees, so you're literally just dripping. It's
disgusting.
You're actually just the sweatiest person ever.
We should translate into, you know, to not Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's true. I guess 30 C? I don't know. What do I look like, a Canadian?
Sorry.
Yeah, you better be. I don't know what 30 Celsius is. I'm going to have to actually Google it.
I know 20 is 70 degrees.
30 is 86. So 32-ish Celsius, roughly, is what I was talking about when I say 90 degrees Fahrenheit. If anybody understands that.
Nice.
You know, we're really inclusive around here, Brax. That's why we talked about American football for the past 5 minutes on our previous draft.
Let's talk about soccer.
That's something I like. See, people don't know about American football. I don't know anything about soccer, so I can't really.
We can talk baseball.
I don't think that's gonna help people. It's gonna be a similar conversation with what we.
You like the Angels, right?
I do like the Angels. It's true.
Mike Trout's the man.
Mike Trout is the man, and Shohei Ohtani.
Yep.
These are two baseball players. One of which is a hitter, one of which is a pitcher and a hitter. All right. We have now successfully integrated everybody into baseball. Great.
You know what we could do? We could start a progress. We could just... Oh, there's the arrow bottom lane. Grim's going to take the bounty rune.
Nice.
Very nice.
And gets off another double
Very
decay. He has
happy.
20 stacks of decay. Never mind, might just get dove. I would dive if I was Grims, but he might not do it. Yeah, he's too high
Can't
HP.
actually kill him.
Yeah, too high HP.
You know, we can slowly educate the viewers about baseball.
We could do that
Something
for a lot
new
of stuff.
every episode. Yeah.
Okay. What stat do I want to use? What do you want to learn about baseball, Brax? Maybe I can teach you and the viewers at the same time.
What are you going to teach me about baseball?
Yeah, you play baseball, didn't you? You already know a lot about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what WAR stands for?
No.
Wins above replacement.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't know if you know what that means, but it does. You know, we'll talk about that later. I'll just keep the viewers guessing as to what WAR means. Take a little piece of information here and there, and then withhold the information after a while, just to be jerk.
That's good. That's how you keep them hooked.
It's a pretty sadistic cast, to be honest.
All right, Mon, let's talk about the lanes real quick. You
Sure.
have Carl in mid lane up against Jackie Gucci Gang on the Dragon Knight. Pugna versus DK. Pugna destroys DK. Not only in last hits, because you can keep decryptifying it, but you have magic damage, and it gets amped up. So you can just sit there when you get level 6 decrypt and life drain him, and he can't lane noodle.
Yep.
It's miserable.
It's a great matchup for Carl, and it also helps that Carl is an insanely good player, and Jackie Gucci Gang kind of got destroyed by him last game.
What happened to Doom? Why is he so small?
Is he small? Oh,
he is small.
Undying probably. I wonder, does Decay like make your I know it makes Undying bigger. It doesn't make the Doom smaller?
I don't think it shrinks him. Maybe
he
that's
looks
just
small.
his cosmetics.
He definitely looks small, doesn't he?
He looks like a little baby Doom, doesn't he? Like a courier.
Well,
Not quite like a courier, but.
Well, when I don't know. He looks big now. I don't know. I went into showcase mode and now he's like as big as the tower. So I don't know. Maybe we're just crazy, to be honest.
Oh, you're right. In Showcase mode, he does look like a tower.
He looks gigantic. I'm sure most
Yeah,
heroes
what
do
happened?
like that, to be fair, like Undying and stuff.
I guess it's just the cosmetics.
It must be. You got to
That
change your
really got me.
cosmetics, Mr. Nevermind. It's clearly making you, it's giving a psychological advantage to Execration.
Oh, goodness.
All right,
Carl
that's the
sniped
courier.
the courier.
Carl literally walked up high ground. I did not expect that to happen, so I missed it. My apologies, but yeah, that's not good. That's,
Goodness
in fact, really
gracious.
bad, actually. Did he get his item at least? What did he buy? I guess a set of tangos,
Yep, tangos.
which is good.
I think a stick too. I don't know, but he's got a stick on him.
Yeah, he probably got that stick from that courier. So at least nothing died on it. Like, at least he didn't lose out on his salve or something, which he might have had otherwise. But, by the way, Execration currently have the top 3 CS in the game. So we're going to
goodness.
see if they can't finish this game off.
Wow, without that emphasis, I wouldn't have known you were trying to say C.
Yeah, I'm really laying it on thick, to be honest.
Well, that's good.
You know, I got to do
Keep
it
it coming.
Brax,
Keep it coming.
Brax, I'm never
I like
sure if
it.
you're going to understand me, so I got to give the emphasis there.
That's good.
Oh,
So what?
man.
Execration, winning all 3 lanes, 2,000 gold with no kills. and 3 minutes
Uh-oh,
in damage
Nando's
left to
going
get
in again.
First blood?
Oh my god, I swear to god, Nando, like, look how many, oh, the damage is insane. Grims is just owning him with the right clicks. Nando gets a double kill. You never want to give Mirana this good of a start. This game
Golly.
is feeling pretty bad. Gee whiz, zoinks, Brax.
And this game just started. It's only 3 minutes in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you know it's bad, when we're giving them the golly gee whiz zoinks at 3 minutes into the game. It's a 3K lead. They have a 1K advantage per minute. Never a good sign.
The true question is, can they keep it up? Can they keep accelerating at 1,000 gold per minute?
The answer is yes. Or probably. Okay, I missed another kill. They're going to probably get... No, they can't get... Never mind, he's a little too tanky right now. But
It's Baby Doom.
what can he do? He's too small.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Anyway, Aggressive Slayer, by the way, a team from Laos. Of course, this tournament very inclusive. We have an Indian team, a Laos team, Myanmar. Obviously, Execration, one of the most famous Pinoy teams out there. A region that's very strong, and clearly they're having a pretty good time. They're just outskilling most of their opponents. They are undefeated so far in this tournament. They have 8 wins, 0 losses, which means essentially, in layman's terms, that they're actually just destroying people. So,
Wowzers. Very impressive.
yes. They will continue to do that. There is a very good chance they win this game. I don't know. This Luna's going to have to get some big farm, but Lovely Pet had a pretty rough game last game in Meepo, so I don't have high hopes, which is a little mean to say, but still, I think fair.
That's incredibly mean to say.
Sorry.
You don't believe in him?
Not particularly.
Okay. Well, at least you're honest.
Well, I don't want to give them, you know, I don't want to give anybody false hope. I think that the game obviously isn't over yet. It's 5 minutes in. It's a 3K lead, which is a lot. And, you know, obviously Execration's a very good team. But you have a Luna, you have a Doom, you have a Zeus, you have a DK. There are still ways for you to win the fight, to win the game, to be honest. They have good tower push. They just have to find the right engagements. And maybe they'll find that with Lumic. Lightning Bolt, he's already used his win run. They don't have Nightmare, though. Okay, he's just going to walk away. They're really slow, actually. That's
Yep, he even
depressing.
gets the bounty rune. Very nice.
Meanwhile, the life drain came out mid onto Jackie Gucci Gang. He had to use his Dragon Tail to stop him from dying. He has no regen other than a Ring of Regen and level 2 Dragon Blood, which is a fair
Come on,
amount, but
look at bot lane. Look at the shenanigans going on here.
he's
This
giving
is
him
what
the dance.
Nevermind has resorted to.
He's giving him the shake. Dude, watching the Doom and Showcase mode while he's doing this is probably one of my favorite experiences. It looks like he's saying, hey, what up? What, are you going to try to fight me? What's going on?
He looks ridiculous.
Is under attack.
Especially with those cosmetics, it looks really funny. It's the little things, Brax. It always is.
It is.
Oh, man. And now Grims is going to come over and give him the good old decay. He didn't go for the level 2 decay, which I've seen a lot of Undyings go for. I don't really know why, but all right, they get a kill top. Can you stop killing each other in different lanes? I'm trying to watch this Doom get killed. But yeah, actually, I do have that question. We see a lot of like level 1 or level 2, level 3 decays, and then like no Tombstone. Meanwhile, they're going to kill top. Lovely Pet is dead. But what do you think about like the level 2, level 3 decay pickups for Undying?
So, last time this hero was pretty popular. Nevermind's getting the run down bottom lane.
He really is.
Oh boy, the Tomb breaks the vision too.
That was a great
He's
soul rip. It
toast.
did literally no damage, but he still did.
Got the
anyway.
raindrop.
Yep. Anyway,
So, it used to be for the cooldown, so you could stack it up and actually kill someone quickly, but Tomb's just been buffed.
Structures are fortified.
You know, Tomb's actually strong now.
Dire's
They spawn faster on the zombies.
Radiant's middle
Well,
tower
yeah,
is
they do.
under attack.
I'll take
I
your
don't
word
know.
for it.
I really don't know. This hero's been changed so many times. It makes no sense to really level decay when you look at the skill.
Yeah. By the way, something super
Oh,
satisfying.
Nando's in.
Is he gonna kill him? No. Something super satisfying. They had a 6K lead at 6 minutes with 6 kills.
Oh, goodness.
God, that makes me feel great. Jackie Gucci Gang not feeling pretty great. Gets power shot to the dome, execution style from Lumic. Jesus Christ. Easy kill.
Uh-oh. Never mind. He's looking like he's dead. He's going to leap up in 2 seconds on Nando.
Nando is just, he's insane. But he's, oh my God, he didn't actually get the kill. He walked away thinking he had it. Nando's really sad now, and he might actually die too.
He didn't calculate the raindrop, Mott.
Moonlight Shadow comes out. Brain Sap comes in. Nando, run! He doesn't have leap. He might just be dead. They have another lightning bolt. Oh, that's depressing. Zeus with only brown boots and level 2 lightning bolt. Not very good at catching heroes, to be honest. Arrow? Nope, doesn't dodge it. Decrep life drain. Carl's just gonna give him the suck and back up and feel pretty happy about it.
Yep, the suck and duck. He's out of there.
That's a good combination. Like a good combo lane. Who would be the duck, though, is the question.
I don't know. I just meant like he's ducking at it.
I know what you meant. I just thought that it would be interesting.
You know, the worst part of laning against Pugna is that when your hero like DK that can't actually damage the Pugna, when he's at full health, the life drain gives you mana. So you just sit at full mana forever.
It's pretty great.
Yep.
He's actually a pretty good hero right now. I know he's pretty... He doesn't get picked that often because there are certain utilities, certain drafts to pick him, but sometimes you don't have the best matchup. Uwe is going to get Eclipse. Windrun comes in, and Lumic will actually keep Uwe alive. They will Nightmare him, so they'll probably end up getting the Wind Ranger at some point. Underlord's just going to leave him to die. Windrun is back in 2 seconds. That's actually insane. Level 1 Windrun is only a 12-second cooldown, and they do get the kill, but phase Windrun, and he actually almost survived somehow. But that's at least a kill, you know? Luna's getting there. She's 3.2k net worth.
Yeah, step in the right direction. A baby step.
Yeah. It is quite the baby step. They still don't even have Doom on Doom.
Doom on Doom.
Yeah, it's a little redundant. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's an 8k lead at 9 minutes into the game. They're slowing down for Execration instead of having a 9k lead at 9 minutes, so there's good news there for Aggressive Slayer, I guess.
What if every hero's ultimate was just their name, like Doom's Doom? What would be the most ridiculous one?
I don't know. Luna sounds pretty dumb. Bane sounds actually pretty cool, kind of, but Dragon Knight. Great.
They all sound stupid.
They're really dumb.
They?
Yeah, they're all pretty stupid, to be honest.
How come Doom's Doom is acceptable then?
I mean, it makes sense. Power shot to kill the Bane. Doom, you know, what else would you call it? I'm trying to think.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. See? Well, he's dead anyway, so whatever. Nando's going to get an early Maelstrom. He'll probably go for the Maelstrom Lincoln Sphere build that we've seen a lot of players going for. I think Nando picked it up in his game pretty recently. Yeah.
This hero does so much damage. Like, you get a ridiculous amount of attack speed with Leap. You have 3 charges of it, too, so you can just chase these heroes down.
Yeah.
And it has perfect synergy with the Maelstrom.
Like, Mirana's right click was just... It was never considered very good. You know, even when she was strong in certain patches, it's always been the Starstorm that people rely on, but now she actually can hit fairly hard, especially when you get, like, Mjolnir and Dragonlance together. If you do go Dragonlance, it's really good, actually.
The hero reminds me of Gyro, where, like, once they get Aquila, they become super difficult to lane against.
Yep.
Mirana especially, because you just get run down.
Yeah. Like, you get auto attack, and then if you're low enough HP, she just leaps on you in Starstorms. And I like that
here's the wraparound lot.
You only need 1 level of arrow, too, so they're going to try for a gank here. It's going to be tough. They do get the Doom off onto Carl. They have Moonlight Shadowed. They will not be able to keep Carl alive, but can the rest of them get out with this ridiculous ability? They're going to try to jump into Guardians. He did not expect to get jumped on there. Eclipse comes in. Nando dies, actually. Can they get Grims as well? Just kidding. It's the first Moonlight Shadow. You don't have detection. Now you're all going to die to the Tombstone. Doom is slowed up to oblivion. Grims is going to come in with an Infernal Blade. He will just shrug it off. Jackie Gucci Gang is being run down by a million zombies. It's essentially the apocalypse right now, and he has to back up, although he doesn't seem
He can't handle it. They don't do any damage.
Yeah, really, that's the one issue, is that when you have a million armor, they don't actually do anything, so. But that's not a bad fight for Aggressive Slayer, I guess. They got 1,000 gold out of it. The Luna getting the majority of the gold there.
Yeah, that's the right hero for the bounties, too.
Man, honestly, Execration's laning phase in early game is just way better than Aggressive Slayer in this particular matchup. They're just really good at this early game.
It's crazy how fast you can lose the game currently if you can't manage to lane. I guess it's always been like that, but even more so now, right? Then you're super underleveled.
Yeah. You just lose a few heroes a few times, and then the game, and the lane especially, just becomes unmanageable. Like the Doom bottom, he gets killed twice, and then he just gets zoned out by the Mirana, who gets in Aquila and just owns.
Yep, soloed.
Yeah. Nando. And that's the good thing. I think that's really good for Execration because they play this fast tempo type of game. So if Nando wants to exploit weaknesses in the enemy draft, and that's why he dives and gets kills so much, because he knows he can handle it. Meanwhile, they're going to find the DK. Life Drain comes out. He is very tanky, don't get me wrong. But here comes Nando looking for Book Cert, and boy, is he dead. And Feeble will not save your life. They're also going to take down the DK as well. And that's Veil for Carl, along with an Aether Lens that already has. So they're going to probably take a tier 2 and then maybe think about Roche at some point in the near future and try to take that and end the game, I think.
Yep, in every one of Execration's games, they come out super fast out of the lane phase, right? They always have some way to keep pushing their advantage. This game, they have the Pugna. And then, of course, Undying is super good at pushing because you can't really fight into the Tombstone. And at nighttime, you drop the Tombstone up on the high ground and you protect it. Yeah. And you try to siege the tier 3s, and it gives you night vision, so you can see everything.
Yeah, that's something I think a lot of Pope players forget about with Undying, is just using the Tombstone to push and to get vision like that. You usually just see them drop Tombstone when they think a fight's about to happen or when it does happen. And I think Pope players need to get a little bit better about that. They just use the hero a bit more aggressively, in all honesty.
Yeah, there's something everyone can learn, right?
Yes. Also, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of people try to play like Nando on this run, and it's not going to go nearly as well for them.
Just getting in there.
Like, Nando has his own specific style of Dota that he plays in. He's very comfortable with it, too. But he owns, and it's showing. And this has been a really good tournament for him, you know? I think we give a lot... I think I used to give Nando a lot of flack for how he plays, but he's actually really owning in this particular tournament.
It's because he's a high-risk player,
yes,
right?
exactly.
When he dies, it looks hilariously silly.
Yeah, but
it looks very bad.
But then there are times where he gets rampages and ultra kills, and he just goes off. Of course, his team's making a lot of space for him. And I think that's where Carl comes in. He's a very good player to help out with that. They're going to find a power shot along with a shackle shot into Lovely Pet, who's now below half HP. He will wand, but he can't really fight. Life Drain. Okay, see you later, Bane. Nando is going to go on to Lovely Pet, who almost gets the kill. The Breathe Fire. Oh my god, he actually lived. The power shot will snipe the Zeus as well. Lumic is in with the Blink Dagger, shackle shot, misses on to Nevermind, but still with the Focus Fire is able to bring him down. There's no real armor. Double kill for Lumic. That is a support Wind Ranger owning at this point. An early Blink Dagger at 14 minutes into the game. They're going to find Rax at 15 minutes into the game, roughly 17k lead, now 18 for Execration. They are absolutely destroying at this point.
Man, oh man. There's nothing they can do, honestly. 18k at 15 minutes. Have you ever seen a lead this big before?
I don't know. The last 3 games have been kind of this big, to be honest. Remember the second game of that last series with PA for a Logic? And that was pretty similar.
All right, let me rephrase. Have you ever seen a comeback from this sort of goal deficit at this early in the game?
No. No, not this big of a lead, no. Like, if it was like 30 minutes, it was a 20k lead, maybe, but not this early.
Yep. Well, that's called a throw. I guess this would have to be something more than a throw, right? A disconnect.
This would have to be a monumental throw. I don't know. There's probably a term for it, I'm sure, that I could use to just express how big of a throw it would be, but I don't know. It seems pretty impossible. Zeus ults.
That it does.
Rims. That was the saddest smoke gank I've ever seen in my life, to be honest. Bane is moving slower than Molasses. Look at this Bane's item. Windlace Town Portal Scroll. He has secured the grip and the Doom. I bet this Underlord doesn't even die to this. That's the sad thing. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. He's actually dead. That's pretty
But they're all going to die for it, right?
Yeah. Doom's already dead. Buxert moves literally...
Wait, he's not dead, Mont.
Is he actually not dead? Oh my god, they actually kept him alive. Well, that's GG. Yeah, I would GG out after that too, to be honest. Jesus Christ. Well, Brax,
Execration 10.
Say that again? I think you cut out.
I said Execration. Very important.
You're still cutting out, buddy. Is your dog chewing on stuff outside?
Uh-oh, beep. And you hear...
I feel like you're trolling me, but it's still not good. Anyway.
Beep.
Beep boop. Beep boop. Ah, Brax. Rough stuff, huh?
Indeed. You just can't. Am I lagging?
It was just funny. You didn't say anything for a while, and then you just said indeed. I don't know. It was funny.
Oh yeah. You just can't come back from a lead like. Honestly. Their lane phase as planned. Execration just low a million times better than aggressive Slayer at every the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, props to Execration, aggressive Slayer. They got some stuff to work. Big deal. They'll bounce. I'm sure.
Oh my god! It's so I understand what you're saying, but you're cutting out like every like second or third word, and it just sounds so funny. It's just so stupid.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah. Props to Execration. They owned. They gave aggressive Slayer 3 kills, 2 of which came from the Luna's Eclipse. I'm pretty sure. The other one came from a Doom, which I don't even think it was the Doom on the Underlord. I think the Underlord didn't end up dying at the end of the game. Yeah, 0 deaths. So pretty impressive stuff for Execration. With that win, they are almost certainly moving on to the LAN finals. I don't think they've secured it just yet because they have one more series to play, and Geek Fam is still kind of close to them, to be honest. But yeah, they have to play against Exit Wounds as their last series of the tournament. Water, of course, they would have to play against them, but Water has forfeited the tournament, so they're out. If you want to get some more information on the standings for this tournament, you can check out the MPGL page on Liquipedia, where you can get all the information about what's going on and what's going to happen next. So that's it for today. I got to say, that was probably one of the most one-sided days of Dota I've ever seen, to be honest. Very fast series. I think the first series took about 40 minutes. There was a 10-minute break in between, which actually took half of the series time. And then the second series, of course, was a 2-game series that took about 20 minutes per game. Actually, that game was more like 18 in game 2, so pretty rough stuff for some of these squads. But the way things are shaping up, for Group A, we have a tiebreaker that'll happen, I believe, on the 11th, which is really important. Boom ID versus Clutch Gamers. The winner of that tiebreaker will move on to the grand finals on the July 7th and July 8th in Thailand. And then there's another tiebreaker